good evening. I would like to welcome you to Imran's another week of audio video combination. Last week I kept on saying video, but I end up releasing as audio for the Imran's podcast as well. If you listen to Imran's podcast, you can hear my first week of Road to Berlin video. Audio recording with it, but I just want to kind of bring this again. I'm still trying to work. I'm trying to look through the camera. Last week I kept on looking on the side, and this week I just wanted to kind of focus on the camera, try to kind of get my thoughts through, talk about my Road to Berlin training. I just finished my second week of Road to Berlin. A lot of you asked me how's my schedule looks like. Kind of general idea in the schedule is the Monday is my off day. Today is a Monday, day after Father's Day. I hope you enjoyed your Father's Day. Tuesday I'm in the track. Then Wednesday I will do a lot of hilly course, go to trail. Thursday is off days. I try to just kind of not to do anything that day, just walk a little, very, very light exercise. I would like to keep on those off days, try to do some cross training. I did some walking today, as today's been Monday. I did some cross training, but mostly I have not been able to add anything as a cross training. So I have 2 days off at this time. This week, I think I'm running a 5K. And Friday, week before, in the first week I didn't get to run on Friday, but I do like to do Friday as a tempo run. As a tempo run, I really wanted to do in a flat surface. That's where Berlin is going to be, but I'm end up doing the tempo run in a very hilly course. Still kind of sub 10 most of the way. Pretty fast pace. I did run very fast pace, but try to hilly course was not my idea. About close to 700 feet elevation climb, that was not my idea. I like to stay as flat as possible. I'll mix it up a little bit. Saturday I went back to Oak Mountain, kind of started late, and then Sunday was a light because being a Father's Day, Sunday was a little light. So that's how kind of week works. So 2 days off, and then kind of back in of the training like we talked about last week is at a distance. So that's kind of basic idea when I do this. So I'm looking forward to add more miles as I go. We can talk about that, and towards the end of this recording, let's watch my first video from last Tuesday when I ran the track work. Good morning from Hartman Park. Our friends running here. This was my second week coming out here doing the track work. It's difficult to do track work, but it's worth doing it. Actually, I improved a lot. Today's weather is a little chillier than last week. I did 4 800s and 4 400s. I improved tremendously, actually. I did 20 seconds on 400, and 800s like 43 seconds. That's a great improvement jump. I don't know if I have maxed out on this or not, but I have. I was able to train that fast. Running a track work is difficult, but but it's necessary as you train for the marathon, fall marathons. Berlin is 16 week now. We are in the 16 week, so slowly add trainings. Last week training was great, so hopefully I'll add more training this week and keep running. That's what I want to tell you, and go out and run and enjoy. Have a great day, guys. Last week when I did the track work, I really improved a lot. As I was talking in the video, it was a good workout. I didn't know whether I maxed out or the weather or whatever. So we'll have to find out this week, which is tomorrow. So one of the things that I was talking to my friends about whole workout, how I improved like 40 seconds in an 800 meter run, and within week to week is a pretty big jump, like almost 20 seconds on 400 meters. That's a big jump from week to week. So that what I'm trying to say is maybe I still have that muscle, the fast twitch muscle that we all, a lot of us have, and I do have that. I do run pretty fast speed relatively fast. I mean, for me, it's maybe fast. For some people, it may not be. I did pretty good. I felt good, pretty fast speed. So tomorrow, when I go back, I'll find out how I improved on that. So adding the speed work is very important. Even if I do distance running, adding speed work is really important. So looking forward to do a little bit more of a speed work as I go. So then Wednesday night I didn't run Wednesday morning. But Wednesday night I ran the trail. A lot of you asked me why trail. I'm training for Berlin Marathon. I am trying to go fast in Berlin. It's all road. It's a flat. Why bother going trail, especially at night? Let me talk about that a little bit. Let's just watch the video and listen to some of the audio when I ran last Wednesday with my Wednesday night light group, which runs on every Wednesday. Tomorrow it's going to be a 1 year anniversary. Happy anniversary if you watch this video afterward. But the basic idea there, I will talk about that just a little bit. Let's just watch that video. I'll try to cut it a little bit, edit a little bit more, so you don't have to watch the entire video. Entire video is in Marathon Run's Facebook page, but it's a good video to watch to get some idea.
Welcome to a Wednesday night run, guys. Here I'm running at night. A lot of you ask me how the night run looks like. This is how it looks. Chris is right behind, Jennifer's ahead. Whole bunch of folks went ahead. Look at the trail. It's dark out here. You hardly can see. I'll let Chris pass so you can see him passing. So here he is. He just reminded me that the Lake Martin trail, Lake Martin 100 running at night. That's what it reminded. So this is the light I'm using. That's the brightest you could see. So this is part of my training Wednesday night, running the hills, running the trails, running everything possible. So come out, enjoy, and run more.
So as you see, it's a dark, it's night. I'm running through. There's a possibility that I can, roll my ankle, fall down the cliff, fall completely on the trail. I have done that once. Week of that Louisiana Marathon, I took pretty big dive. Had blood all over my hands and legs, and it was not fun. So since then, I was very careful on the marathon week. But I do definitely do it. It builds the strength. It builds the night orientation, and I do. For ultra running, as a winter, as a summer training, I try to mix it up, everything, road running, ultra running, both. So that's why I did this combination of going to the trail, running on the trail, and running on the road. So that's how I'm trying to kind of alternate to keep my balances. I remember one year when I trained exclusively on trail and I BQ'd, and that was the last time I BQ'd. So that is. There's a way. I actually have a blog post at mruns.com about that, how I did that year. But that's the possibility out there for you to be in a slower pace in a trail and try to go faster in the race. So I've done that, but this year I'm trying to mix it up. So Thursday was off, like I said. So on Friday I really wanted to go early in the morning. It's just I have a problem getting out of go out and in the morning, because I think I did the video recording. My first week of recording was that Friday, and by the time I was done recording, editing, try to post, it just got late. So I have a day job, so I had to start my job. But in the afternoon, I started running. About lunchtime, I did lunchtime run, and I want to do as fast as I can. And hilly course, that's where I end up. That's the only thing I had behind my back, behind my house. It's pretty nice hilly course. So that's what I end up doing. The run to the hilly course. One of the things my day was when I was running. It's just an hour running, and I was telling myself, like, run all the hills, don't die, keep moving forward, you know. So those are the things that comes in your mind as you're running. You're trying to say, oh, just don't give up, just keep going. So that back to again talking about the wide run hilly course is build that strength, and then with the speed with the hills. Think about if I keep running these hills and then go to Berlin and it's flat. Think about how fast I can run. If you train for Chicago, any of these races that's pretty flat. I do like the what do you call rolling hills. Most of mine could race like 7 Bridges that I talk about always, and you know we have pace group. I do a lot of things for 7 Bridges. We have by the way, there's 15% discount M runs, 15% discount. The code is M runs. You can. In that course like that, I really like it. I have done my best BQ PRs done there. I used to do it in Atlanta, Publix. It is also really hilly, and then also rolling hills. And I have learned to race through those rolling hills. Louisiana Marathon is probably one of the only flat course that I have raced, and which we can talk about in a future discussion. So anyhow, so it builds your strength again, and running in the flat and hot and running in the flat, training on the hilly course, running in the flat probably will give me some advantage. Who knows? So the next video that I'm gonna add here is back to Oak Mountain, trip to Oak Mountain. A wonderful trip. This time I was just trying to find a way to just kind of weaving through the Oak Mountain. Just kind of, I started late again. So Saturday I really wanted to be at Oak Mountain. Really a little bit earlier, but because just the morning and the family, and it's like, okay, I end up there, and it's I love in the heat and the humid and a hilly course, but you know sometimes you just have to be careful, even though you may enjoy it, but you may not want to do a whole lot of it. But I waved through Oak Mountain. I know ins and outs of Oak Mountains, and I end up in a King's Chair. So many. You know, the route that I took had many trails, small trails. I covered a lot of trails, and a pretty good big climb. And I was looking at Strava. I think I had 2,400 feet elevation, which I was not intended to do it, but I end up doing it. So it was a good running, good training. But here's the video. Just watch. I took a video at the beginning. I took a video in the middle. I had the video at the end, and only the middle part I released on the Facebook. But the rest, some of them are new. Let's just watch and listen, and I'll come back and wrap this up. Good morning from Oak Mountain State Park. Kind of bring you. I'm back here on the trail again. Another Saturday. It's a beginning last week. When I posted the video, I was in the middle of the run. I just had to stop and talk to you. Today, I just want to start today. I'm just a little late, 10:30. I'm totally messed up. This morning, my friends were running at 6:30, and then kind of somewhere I read it was Sunday because it was on my mind being Sunday, and end up running, missing it. But I'm out here, beginning of the trail run. So let's see how this will go. Welcome to King's Chair, guys. I'm looking at the view out there. I ran about 7 miles, just a little more than 7 miles, hour and 47. A little slower. I climbed a lot of hills, a lot of mountains. As I was climbing the Eagle's Nest, I saw a gentleman climbing down. He said, "This one is a hard one." I told him, "Yes, this builds character." Yes, I'm still building the character. As you know, I start building the character since the winter time. This has not finished, so this time, the summertime, is building a character means, what does that mean? For winter, it's just getting out in the morning and running. But the summertime, it's running through the heats, running the hills, just running, adding a lot of miles and training. So that's how I'm building the character this time. So look around. It's a beautiful sceneries here at the King's Chair. So I'm headed back to the car slowly. Probably have 3 to 5 miles left. More later. Hello friends, I'm done with almost 12 miles
11.6 miles running, almost 3 hours. Good run overall. Just finished. It was a little tough as it got hot. It's a little hot outside now, humid. The mornings is still cooler. I did run early in the morning, but still I managed to get get all the miles I need. Hills, flat, downhill, all kind of things. One other thing I just noticed that after I finished the run, I'm kind of thirsty right now. I did not bring any after run water. Usually I do bring it. Apparently I didn't bring it today. Good that I'm not that far from home. If not, I'll have to run to the store, drink some, maybe Coke or something. Just thirst. I'm very thirsty. That's one of the things you always have to keep in mind, that you should always keep water. Don't do like I did just now and have no water. So it's good training. This is still part of my Berlin training, plus anything else I will do in the fall, but this is considered fall training. Tomorrow is a road run, so I'll talk more tomorrow.
We had a light running on Sunday. We did climb a Murray Hill here in Birmingham. Most of them are flat. We ran the flat an hour and had a coffee afterward at O. Henry. But definitely, so that was a good run. This is kind of light this week. So one of the things I'm trying to build here is every 3 weeks I want to do 20 miles. So I'm thinking about doing 20 miles this coming weekend. Hopefully Sunday. About 20 plus 21 miles. Usually I don't like to just 20. I like to go 21. Let's kind of break that. We can talk a little bit more. Why do I like to do every 3 weeks? It's a little too early to do 20, but this is only second, third week of training. I may not do it. I may just go to 15 on the road, or 16 or 17. Up to 18 is also good for me. I'll look at my schedule, try to readjust, and then go to a 20 mile a week after. So I'm just, because this summer I'm not traveling a whole lot, so I can kind of add those miles. But so that's what I have. Basically I'm continue training. Training has been great so far. I'm looking forward to add more miles, add more distance as I go forward. Hopefully you're enjoying the audio too, my podcast listener, my friends. I hope you're enjoying this kind of. It's a little different. I'm sorry that I have not been to my podcast listeners. I have not brought any guests lately. I'm kind of working the guests. I'm trying to give myself a little bit of break to think of what I want to do next and what kind of podcast I want to bring it to you. But as my video friend, all the friends in YouTube, Facebook, wherever you watch this video, enjoy the video, enjoy the podcast. MarathonMruns.com, as you can see in the back, MRuns. I kind of have redone this area. As you can see, by the way, let me just slide here. As you can see in the back, I have all the medals for the marathon majors. So those are all the majors medals. I have done 5 majors. Out of that, there's a bunch of Chicago, a couple of Boston, New York, London, Tokyo. I think that pretty much it. Berlin is what we were waiting for at this moment. So anyhow, kind of brought you back my studio. Kind of worked through the slides here. Still need to work a little bit more. Not a complete studio like a lot of you. I'm just improvised studio for me. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Watch the video. Subscribe to Marathon Run channel, please. I need more subscription. I hope you like this kind of things, so I can spend more time to produce videos and bring you smaller clips, longer clips. Try to add. I'm thinking some stories, maybe make a small movies, and who knows what I will do as I go forward. Looking forward to many projects. Have a great week. Today's Monday night, but have a great rest of the week. Enjoy, run. Summer is not a time to go hibernate. Even like I said, summer in the south, that's when we hibernate, not in the winter. Most of the winter we run. The summer is so hot. A lot of my friends that they don't like to run in the summer, but it's the best time. Long days, you can do 2-3 runs. So my big run weeks, and we'll talk about that more. And have a great days, guys, and great week. I will come back next week.